Welcome back to my HTML Basics series. This will be HTML Basics Part 3. If you haven't checked out the first two, please go ahead and do so. In this video, I'm going to show you some final setup items for the web page, and we'll be building a working HTML page with a navbar, some basic content, and a footer, just using HTML and CSS. In this video, obviously, I won't go into the CSS. That'll be in my CSS Basics series. Check that out after this video. Let's begin with our blank HTML page from video 1. Go ahead and remove the divs that we added so that we have a base to start at. Now we're going to set up the basic layout of the page. Inside the body, just after that Internet Explorer stuff, type in header. And actually, for reference, I'd like to show you, we're going to be making this layout. I've sketched this up in Adobe XD, and as you can see, it's kind of just a basic generic layout with header, footer, etc. So we typed in header here. VS Code will auto-complete the end tag for the header since it knows the IntelliSense for HTML5. After the end tag, we're going to hit enter and type in section. After the section end tag, type in footer. Now we have the basics of our page. Now in between the two header tags, hit enter and type nav. This is for our nav bar at the top. Inside the section, go ahead and hit enter and type article. Inside of our section, we have two articles, so we can go after the end of this tag and hit enter and type in an article again. Or we can simply hold Alt-Shift while our cursor is in the article line and press the down arrow. This will duplicate the line we are on. This is a VS Code key shortcut. It's pretty easy to use, and I use it a lot actually to duplicate different sections of code that I need to, rather than copy-paste. Now inside of our first article tags, go ahead and hit enter, and here's where we're going to add our figure and aside tags. Your body should look like this. Now we're going to add some more details to fill out our page. Notice that we have not added any CSS or even looked at the results of the page yet. To be honest, a web developer shouldn't have to look at the results until the end to do some final tweaking if needed of the site or page. Let's start with the nav. Inside the nav tags, go ahead and hit enter and type in div class navbar brand. After the end tag, add another div, this one with a class of navbar links. Inside the navbar brand div, go ahead and hit enter and type ahref equals. We're going to leave it blank for now. We'll add an image later. Now inside the navbar links div, we'll add an unordered list with link items, services, products, about, and contact. And that's it for our nav for now. Your nav should look like this. Now let's work on the main section. Inside the figure tags, hit enter, and let's add an image and a legend. The image source attribute can be blank for now. For the legend, I'm just going to use placeholder text. Title will be here. Now inside the second article, hit enter, and we're going to add 3 divs, each with a class card. Inside each div, we're going to add 2 more divs, one with a class of card body, the other with class card footer. Your section now should look like this. And now for the footer. We can make the footer a couple of ways. We could use a nav with a list of links, or just add the links into the footer directly. I'm going to use 2 lists and a span so that my styling will be easier later. So inside the footer tags, hit enter and let's add the first list, then the span, then the second list. The 2 lists I will class as social list, and the span will be copyright. Inside the lists will be 2 list items, each with a link to its respective social media. And we could use images inside the links for the social media icons, or we can use a plugin for icons and reference that icon specifically. The benefit to creating your own icon is that you can color it according to your own theme if you so desire. Either way will work, but for this video I'm simply going to link some icons that I have previously downloaded. Inside the span, I'm going to add a P or paragraph element with the text ampersand copy, brand name 2019. I can go more into the ampersand copy later, but just know quickly that it's an HTML reference to the copyright symbol. Now your footer should look like this. And that's it. We've created an entire HTML page in just a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, or if I went a little too quickly, feel free to pause this video and copy the code. Check it out in your browser if you want, but for now, we're going to go ahead and do the CSS and styling here and coming up in CSS Basics. As always, please comment with any questions or concerns, and thanks for watching.